love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much for watching 305 Sports Now. I am your host, Will. And before I get into the order of business for today, I just want to say to all of you out there that are watching, please be safe as Hurricane Milton is expected to make landfall tonight, mostly in the Central Florida area. So please be safe. Make sure you got all your supplies. Make sure you guys are good to go. And I'll be praying for you and your families over the evening as the storm hits. Okay, just want to let everybody know that out there. And also, congratulations to the Florida Panthers, who opened the season up against the Boston Bruins with a victory of 6-4. The Florida Panthers start the year off right where they left off as champions and maintain that by beating the Boston Bruins by a score of 6-4. I will be doing stuff on the Panthers. There's just been some stuff going on, and I've been able to come up with shows yet for it. But I promise you, as listeners, I will be doing more Florida Panthers coverage as time progresses. Okay, so it'll eventually happen. Okay, just bear with me. But I do want to talk about today, man. Congratulations to the Miami Hurricanes as they land a major whale. All right, a 4-star wide receiver out of West Broward Senior High School, Pembroke Pines' very own Joshua Moore. Yes, Joshua Moore, who was a Florida Gator commit. Right, a Florida Gator commit, flips season has started, folks, and becomes a Miami Hurricane. And the best thing about Joshua Moore is that he's the big body receiver that Canes fans have been coveting for the very long time. Listed as 6'4", 205 pounds. He's listed as the 17th best wide receiver in the country. I think that's a little late on part of 247 Sports. This is where I'm getting my numbers from. I think he's a little better than that. And he's the 26th best player in the state of Florida for the class of 2025. His breakout season, which you're going to look at in the huddle, all right now, was his sophomore year, as he caught 50 balls for 1,034 yards, okay, 11 touchdowns in 11 games, okay. This season so far, he's got 32 catches, 510 yards, 5 touchdowns, only playing 6 games so far for West Broward. So what about this young man? Well, I got to say, for one thing, he's an absolute beast. Not only is he big, he plays above his size as well, because he's just an absolute monster on the football field. Amazingly solid hands. First of all, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a tight end playing wide receiver. All right, like I said, 6'4", 205. Probably get a little bigger when he enters summer ball and stuff like that. For the Miami Hurricanes, he's 6'4", 205. Remember that, okay? Like I said, built like a tight end, but plays wide receiver. Line him up in the slot, doesn't matter. Now by motion, doesn't matter. Boundary, best place to put him, doesn't matter. He will house any defensive back, anybody that you put in front of him. He is going to absolutely maul them. If you play man-to-man coverage against Joshua Moore, you might as well put 6 on the board, because he is going to score, and he's going to embarrass your defensive back, whether it's a nickel corner, whether it's your boundary corner, or whether it's your free safety. He will embarrass your defensive back, okay? Just look at the highlights. He's unbelievable. He's fast, okay? But not only is he fast, he runs with amazing stride, okay? He's a very long-strided runner, which also makes him difficult to catch, because every run is like 3 yards he picks up pretty much on his stride, because he's so big, so fast, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Elite speed as well. He could go down the middle of the field, doesn't mind taking a big hit. You can stretch the field with him as well. He's very quick as well. He can get you chunk plays as well. Very smart. He could if you're playing zone, he could find a hole in the zone between the defensive back, the corner, and the safety, and plant himself, make the catch, move the chains. Also very difficult to tackle as well. Very shifty. He can high point any ball. You throw that ball up, doesn't matter. 1 hand, 2 hands, he will palm that ball, put it into his body, get your first down, get your big gain, or put you in the end zone. And what can I say about red zone? Lethal. All right. Man-to-man on a red zone, you're done. And he could also jump over any defensive back, so he could basically moss you all day long. Okay, he has very good vertical. Don't have the numbers with me on his vertical, but he has a very good vertical jump. Right, doesn't surprise me if he hits 40 inches on his vertical, even higher than that. has a very good vertical jump as well. He's just a flat out beast, okay? He is very difficult to cover. Doesn't matter if the defensive back is tall, short, doesn't matter, okay? He's a nightmare for anybody in press. He's a nightmare in cushion. He's a nightmare in zone. Definitely a nightmare all around, okay? He's a perfect wide receiver for what Mario Cristobal wants to do with his offense, and Shannon Dawson wants to do as well. We've seen what we could do with big wide receivers, okay? Zay Horton at 6'4" is having a very good season. Colby Young, when he was on the field, was pretty productive as well. This guy, Joshua Moore, he, at least his sophomore year in general, he's going to get on the field right away because he's just too good, too fast, too tall, and too elite to be kept on the bench. So I'm very happy the Miami Hurricanes were able to capture and flip this guy from the Gators as well. He says he's home, and I hope pen to paper, he's home as well. I know he feels home as well. So just want to say something else about this guy. Don't kill me if you don't agree with me, but I will say that he kind of reminds me of a healthy. Notice I used the word healthy Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker, when he was at Louisville and when he was on the field for the Miami Dolphins, was absolutely a nightmare to cover because of his height and his vertical abilities. The guy could jump. And he also had pretty solid hands as well. All right, especially when he was at Louisville before his injuries. You know, Devontae was laden with injuries throughout his whole NFL career. But the bottom line is, though, when he was on the field and he was at least healthy, he was very effective, and he was a nightmare for defensive backs to cover. That's why I see Joshua Moore. Joshua Moore is tall like Devontae, long strided like Devontae as well, and very difficult to contain in jump ball situations like Devontae in red zone, whether it's the fade route, whether it's just a regular jump ball, whether it's a 50-50 ball. Devontae more than likely was going to come down with it. Joshua Moore is the same kind of wide receiver, except Joshua Moore is hopefully going to have a much healthier career for the Miami Hurricanes and when he gets to the next level as well, because I do believe he has next level talent even at the high school level. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. All right, I will be interviewing Jason Lopez. All right, Jason Lopez is the standout slot receiver for Shamana Madonna. I'll be interviewing him Thursday night. The episode will be airing at noon Friday. Okay, that's going to be fun. All right, so he's the first recruit I've had on since Ropopo Aguirre, so stay tuned for that as well. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you like what you heard. Please do not forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share button, guys. God bless. Stay safe. Go Canes. All about the U. Bye-bye.